extending the act to other parts of the state.
Polibi every time bishi bal response aya ase.
Global window leading the way. Mahan Aji Agri Expo de aina ase NIIE Trade Fair 2022 organized by Ben, supported by the Ministry of MSME Government of India. Aro idu fair do November 3rd wa loina Aji November 5th tak ase. To idu event do kiki ase Ivy Mahan detail report para sawo.
Few points that are considered to be important from the perspective of the government. Omai also has touched upon one issue, that is the land issue in Nagaland. Nagaland, I am sure all of us are aware, we have a very unique land holding system. There are two clear acts of the government of India. One is the Surface Act 2002, and the other one is the Transfer of Property Act 1882. Surface Act, bankers have been demanding and requesting that it be implemented to enable them to provide loan to the needy citizens of the state. Actually, for the purpose of providing loan, with that inhibition in providing loan to the needy citizens of the state, once they are satisfied that the documents that is submitted to them in the form of mortgage documents, land certificate is legally enforceable. And therefore, as of now, we are considering, and in fact, the Land Revenue Department of the state government is actively considering the possibility of extending it and identifying who are the government officials.
Issues and challenges that we in Nagaland are facing. The rate of unemployment among our educated is a staggering 30%, as against 9% for the country as a whole. Just imagine a small state like ours with a population of a little over 2 million. We have a 30% rate of unemployment among our educated people. So that's a huge task which even a government machinery will not be able to absorb. The agriculture sector in the state employs more than 60% of the workforce in our state. If you look at the output of the agriculture sector, its contribution to the state gross domestic product is not even 30%, whereas it employs almost 60% of the workforce. Basically, it implies that we have a lot of disguised unemployment in the agriculture sector. We have a lot of farmers who are not getting sufficient remuneration for the work that they are doing. So we can shift from the actual core agriculture activities to something like your food processing activities, which are also agro-based. For that, you have a lot of schemes that are available from the government of India. In fact, a lot of our youth can shift into post-harvest management. Post-harvest management of agriculture produce, where you do food processing, packing, grading, and so on. And for that, you have a scheme from the government of India introduced in the year 2020 called the Agriculture Infrastructure Scheme. That's a 1 lakh crore scheme which is supposed to be implemented for the next 10 years. And every year, every state gets a target under which it has to identify good entrepreneurs. Entrepreneurs can be societies, can be producer organizations, can be individual entrepreneurs. They can submit their applications for setting up post-harvest management infrastructure units.
ICICI stands for Industrial Credit and Investment Corporation of India. The bank was formed in the year 1994, January 5th. Now we have 5,000 plus branches and 15,000 plus ATMs. We have very less knowledge when it comes to even accounting. When I say accounting, we don't have a definition in between a savings account and a current account. Many times people come asking for loan. We see their documentation. As we go ahead, we understand the first thing they lack is not having a current account. A current account plays a very important role in terms of getting loans. So many people would be coming and saying that I do lots of banking transactions, I'm very good with banking and this and that. However, when we check it, the simple thing it stands is they are banking on saving account basis. There are different varieties of loans which can be availed. Some are secured loans, some are unsecured loans. Which are unsecured loans are collateral free, and then for smaller availability, you don't need to provide a collateral basically until unless it's for a huge amount you want to go forward with. Like when you cross a financial of 1 crore and above, definitely collateral base come into picture. But for availing loan up to 25 lakhs or 20 lakhs, it can be done collateral free base.
Nowadays, with state government services and coming very few and far in between, it's very encouraging. People are looking for alternatives for livelihood. My advice diu mon jatu, jodi genuine entrepreneur huina, genuinely, if you want to rise up in your business, I don't think there will be any falter also.
Instead of young Nagas just focusing on getting a government job, I think they should endeavor and devote fully to India's effort to develop business for themselves. And today's seminar, I think it succeeded in highlighting the point to the participants who were there. It was very meaningful. And I, talking for myself, I also learned a lot from the seminar.
Every time bishi bal response aaya ase. But the thing is, through media like yours, we can send it to more people, the message, through the print media, through YouTube channels. So you should help us so that we can tell people who have not attended this kind of sessions. So we plan to do this more. Age dibi mohan kori thakibo. Holebi apunala help bi lage mohan itu age te loi jabole. Nagaland different problems ase, alag problems. So entrepreneurs can ki problem face kore, mohanla youth can ki problems face kore. Aro aji mohan ite khotom hoya ase pichete itu business financing laga. Mohan entrepreneurs can kiba credit lage, bank laga, loan lage. Itu kenaka pabo, kenaka itu difficulties ki ase. So man dangor banks kan bara state government bara aise tan kotha kurise entrepreneurs kan tan lote interact kuri ase wo aro ekta ecosystem banabole where everyone can coexist and we can all grow together.
I think this is a great platform because mohan naga manukhanla businesses can be exposure lage and trade fairs in our khande exposure pai na. This is where this is a very unique platform where the policymaker, the industry experts, and also the stakeholders, which are the business owners. So this is a unique platform for all three parties, all different parties, to come together to deliberate.
Trade fair day 139 total stall ase. Mahanla chukude chwado itu stall noklak masterpiece koina ase.
Itu MSME bra organize kurina itu expo de bishi khushi praise aru mohanla products kan to manohan bishi pasan bra kini ase eta tak bishi bal bra chai ase to mohan saman kan saise kole to itu natural plant ase aru orange ria plant NM logo design to itu tag to mohan laga ase itu mohan noklak masterpiece to process to tai laga to ekdom hafta bi loi pana to bishi mass production karne bishi try kore ase mohan bi to itu nishna he expo to jai thakise gole to mohan karne bi bishi benefit hobo.
So we get our products customized. The purpose for me being here is to collaborate with the upcoming restaurants, cafes. We do customized orders for them. Since a lot of new things are opening up in Nagaland, Dimapur, every now and then. So I request if you have any kind of requirement for your cutlery, we are there to help you out. We are there on our Instagram. That's the Instagram handle, the Knot and Bow. You can contact us. As you can see, my details are here.
To apni han thiko paise ido last day la event do kina jaise aro organizers aro resource person kan la do bi hunu paise ido 2022 trade fair do bishi alag thagise aro itu nohena organizers kan la do huna do ido rati dibi event thakobo aro মোলা পিছিতে আপনি ঠিকও বারো দু স্টেজ তাতে ভেরিয়াস আর্টিস্ট খান আইনা পারফর্ম করলে আছে আর ইতুই নহয় না ক্রাউডকে এন্টারটেইন করলে টিচার্স না আইনা পারফর্ম করলে আছে গুনাবি জানি পাইছে ইতুইসনা নিউজ খান চাই থাকলে আৰু লেটেষ্ট নিউজ আপডেট থাকলে আপনি আন চাই থাকিবি গ্লোবাল উইন্ডো মই আছে পঙ্গাম উইথ ক্যামেরা পার্সন CAV লে reporting from Agri Expo, Jarmal.